teams.
For sure, man. Hey, when they see the U.S., they're going to see Coach Berhalter, Coach Gregg back on the sidelines. You sound very excited.
Nah.
Why? Why not? Why not?
I don't know,
Why
bro.
not, bro?
I don't
Why
know,
not?
man. I just feel like, first of all, the whole hiatus, who's going to be our coach for 6 months just to pick the same dude. We could have just kept him. Like,
That I agree with.
We could have just kept him if we were just going to stay with him. 1. 2, I just don't think he's that guy for us. I love how he looked under this Callahan dude way more. Like, I haven't seen us look like that in a long time, and I haven't seen us look like that under Berhalter.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, if you look at the formation and, like, who he threw in there, I feel like Gregg picks and chooses which guys to throw in there. But I think all those guys that played should be, like, they should be in the system at all times. I think they should be balling. Like, I mean, obviously, Aaron's coming off the bench. You got Musa, McKinney, Adams in that midfield. But then I want, like, throw the kitchen sink at them up top, bro. Put all our guys in there.
I honestly love Coach Gregg coming back, man. I love that he's back. Although, like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, at one point, I was like, man, I don't know if he's our guy, man. Coach Gregg got out-coached in that Netherlands game.
A lot, like badly,
man.
And I want to see somebody who can have us competing against the Netherlands, like
way
better.
I wish there was, like, remember they scored like 2 or 3 of the goals like the same way,
same
dog.
exact way,
from
bro.
the same side, man. And there was like no kind of adjustments, no kind of communication. I don't know if it's personnel, if it's players, or maybe it's the strategy behind where the coaches had them set up. I don't know, man, but that starts at the top, though. You feel me?
No.
So Coach Gregg.
After that, I stopped believing him.
Although that happened, we also got to backtrack too, though, man. Like, he took over a U.S. team that didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Pretty much picked the team from scratch, put it together from scratch, created a culture that we've never seen on an American team before, as far as soccer, to where there's so much camaraderie, there's so much exciting times ahead of us that we all see because of this young core. It's no accident that we have, like, such a dope foundation of a young core, man. This has been like 4, 5, 6 years in the making now, man, since Gregg has kind of took over, bro. I really think that he's done such a good job in building what we have now, and he has a really big part in doing that. And on top of that, man, I want to be able to boost the morale of my team at all times, man. And the team clearly loves Coach Gregg. Timothy Weah publicly came out talking amazing things about him. Yunus Musa, Christian Pulisic, like, these are major players, man.
Yeah, I mean, these are core guys, and they're publicly backing him.
And so it's like, I would want all right, if my best players are saying that, yo, I love this guy as our coach, what's up?
But we are talking about 20 and 21-year-olds. Like, you know what I mean? We're not talking about...
Like, they're emotional.
They're young kids. So even compared to us at this point, they're young kids, bro. So, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. There's an emotional connection. There's that, like, father figure, whatever they see in Coach Gregg, who brought them in, because most of those guys came in with him as the coach because they're so young. Yeah. It's like, how much of that is them being 20 and 21 and not wanting... It's like, you don't want to go up to the next grade because you want to keep the same teacher. Yep. But you got to go to the next grade, and you got to level up. And I think that's what we're at. I feel like Coach Gregg is our guy for CONCACAF. Not there and not there. Not that World Cup or that Copa America. I just don't see Coach Gregg giving Argentina the work, bro. I just don't see it.
There's only one way to find out, man.
We're going to have
Next
to.
year.
We're going to have to. But you know what I mean?
Choice.
Like, Coach Gregg is our dude for CONCACAF. Coach Gregg made us a powerhouse in CONCACAF again. Because that's how we got to the World Cup, is winning CONCACAF. Or not winning, but qualifying out of there and being, top 3?
Yeah.
Bruh.
But now it's going to be more because there's more teams now.
How many goals did we score in the World Cup?
Just a couple.
Like 1 or 2.
There's like 2, I think.
In the whole tournament.
Yeah. There's 3 games.
And
4 games.
We celebrated the shit out of that. Was it a draw against Iran?
That was upsetting, man.
Bruh.
That was upsetting.
Bruh.
But the way they played against England, though.
We played well against England, and we tied 0-0. We celebrated the shit out of us as a 0-0 tie, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But
so
we played against. But it was the fact that we played so well.
We played well against them. We played well against them, and England's a star-studded team,
exactly,
bro.
man. Against a world Cup potentially winning team.
I give him credit, but I feel like he has a ceiling, and I feel like we've seen that ceiling already. And now it's time to, like I said, go up to the next grade and change the teacher.
I hope you're wrong.
Me too. I mean, I hope I'm wrong too. I want to see us do well. Man. Shit.
So, Coach Gregg, welcome back. It's do something, dog. Come on now, man. We on a high right now. We want to maintain this flow, dog.
So do you think this team is just so good and so aligned that, like, it's pretty hard to mess up at this point? Like, no matter who the coach is, they got their thing clicking and they're just going to rock out and do what they're supposed to do?
I mean, there always has to be some sort of strategy and structure, no matter what, man. You can't just let them just, all right, go do what you do. There has to be some sort of structure, especially when you play against the bigger teams, especially when you got people like if you have – if your team, if your defenders are going up against Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo on the wings, then, like, there has to be discussions about that.
But them boys are soft because they play for Madrid. I'm just playing. No, you're right, though. You're right.
So, like, how we played against Alphonso Davies, he's a world-class player,
he's a
man.
Baller. He's a beast.
Even though Joe Scally was on that side, on defense, it wasn't only his job, though.
No. It was a team effort, literally.
So, I think
but
Gregg wouldn't start Scally.
That is a good point.
But now Scally's proven himself, though. Let's see, man. Listen. That
boy and Gio Reyna are best friends, dog. You see the blonde hair.
I'm trying so hard to defend Gregg and believe in what he can bring to this U.S. team, bro.
Okay.
I think him and Gio are going to be just fine.
All right, I was going to ask that, dog, because, we see how important Gio actually is to this team.
Yeah.
And what if they're not seeing, what if they're still not seeing eye to eye? There's still that little,
this is exactly what's going to happen, yo. Coach Gregg, and I look at Coach Gregg, and I see a decent man, I think he looks like he's a good dude, man, And so, obviously, there's going to be an elephant in the room, and I really see Coach Gregg going into the locker room and just talking to Gio, like, hey, like, can we talk real quick, just you and me, man? And them just having a one-on-one conversation, man to man. And Coach Gregg letting him know, like, hey, man, listen, what happened in the past is in the past. Like, I think you're an amazing player, and I really want to use you.
Yeah,
right? I we need you. We need you a part of this team. And I just want you fully on board and just know that I believe in you. Like, he needs to have that kind of conversation to Gio. If Gio feels, and I don't think Gio feels any kind of malice towards Coach Gregg.
No.
I think Gio feels more awkward than anything.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, Gio also, the whole reason Gio didn't get his playing time like he wanted, I'm sure he was hot about that. And now,
he's
now
earning it, though.
And that's what I'm saying, now he's saucing and he's showing, like, hey, so you really didn't use me? You know what I mean? Like,
but it's good, though. Like,
it's good.
I look at Gio's situation not playing much the same as Ricardo Pepi's situation.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
something to prove.
They're young. They're so young. Maybe it's, like, it was Coach Gregg's way of saying, like, all right, if I do this, it's going to light a fire in your ass.
Facts.
And it's really going to turn you up. Dog, like, we look at Gio at the end of that season with Borussia, you're balling off the bench. You're scoring, dog. You seen what he did with Team USA, bro.
Facts.
He was the best player of the game. 2 assists in the finals, dog. Both in the first half.
Literally.
The corner and then the pass the balo.
And that pass the balo was...
Can
we talk...